World, it's your boy BJ Langdon, Entrepreneur Life Network, Living Life and Learning Podcast. We got a special guest today. Got my homeboy B More on here, Mr. Creme himself. You feel me?
What's the deal, my guy? What's the word?
What's going on, my G? Uh,
Can't go.
I know everybody know about Creme because I see you've been going crazy. It's been fire coming after fire after coming after fire after coming.
Hell yeah, I've been trying to stay consistent for real, for real.
You feel me? If they don't know, my dog, Cream. How long you been doing the Cream? How long you been working with it?
Shit, it's going on 5 years now.
Yeah, 5 years. My dog he also used to be the cook at the bar we used to be at.
Shit,
And,
we do it all. Shit.
and he a basketball coach, you feel me? He a man who wear many hats, man. So I want to start off. So what inspired you to even start doing t-shirts, bro?
I really just always been into fashion. Like I always like to dress and shit, and always been unique with my style. I like trendy stuff, but I don't really like trendy stuff. So I just like fuck it. I might as well start my own shit. And people always like even like I'm the type of nigga. I'd be like, I had some H&M shit on before niggas got hip to it. Niggas be thinking this from Neiman Marcus or Saks or something. And I was like, shit, I could just take it. One day it just clicked to me like, shit, I might as well run with that for real.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Look, that's crazy. You said that. I was on Instagram last night, and Payless had did something to LA where they had switched the name, called it Payless or something like that, and had invited a whole bunch of people down. People in there spending $300, $400, $500, $600 on some shoes, and at the end they told them like all is Payless.
Yeah, they don't know. Like the old school people say, be the man make the clothes. You feel me? The clothes don't make the man. It's because this niggas have on $1,000, $2 million worth of bullshit. You feel me? So
Yeah,
it's just about your confidence with that shit for real, for real.
I'm talking about be the people on there like I love the way it fits, all because it costs $650, $400. It's Payless.
Yeah.
It's $19.99.
Hey, it's a mind thing, bro. Branding is about what you put your brand at.
Yes, it is. You ain't never lied about that, man. So, what do Cream mean?
It means like the best of the best in French, like basically top tier, like cream of the crop, basically.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like it. So, that's dope, bro. Cause I see you've been coming heat for sure, for sure. I know. I've been seeing everybody rocking it. I got to get me some myself.
Yeah, I've been like
So,
I said, just trying to be consistent for real, for real. Trying to kick that dough in for real.
yeah, nah, consistency. That's the number one thing. Now, talk to the people about the ups and downs that come along with being an entrepreneur and the trials and tribulations to get to the level that you at now, where it's really finally starting to take off for you. Like I know it's being taken off. You've been doing straight.
Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't like this. Like as far as like, it's just about you got to really stay resilient, b because that shit. People you'll be thinking of motherfuckers that that you be thinking a spin with you. Sometimes they don't, but you just can't get it. You just can't be emotional, bro. Like, see me, I ain't really know. I don't really get I don't really get in my feelings like that. So I just like try to stay stress free and just stay positive, like for real, for real. So like, I mostly, for the most part, I put it out there. If people buy it, they buy it. But like now it's to the point where like outside of the people that I know, I got other people that's buying that shit now. Like, but it's all coming organically from like, say I give you a shirt, a person might see you with it and you might spread the word to him. So I'm dealing with like friends of friends or family of friends and stuff. So it's like just getting bigger and bigger for real.
Oh yeah, they say word of mouth is one of the best ways of promotion.
Yeah, most definitely. But like it gets slow. Don't get me wrong. Like you just got to stay resilient because like I done over the years I be seeing watching people start clothing lines and shit and then stop because you ain't doing what you're gonna do. But you just gotta like even if it is slow. That's the thing about dealing with clothes. Even if it's slow and you can't get off, you got to still buy more stuff. So like, just gotta have tough skin for real, because you will be investing to some shit that ain't moving, but you just gotta believe in what you believe in. You feel me?
Man, you preaching to the choir. I definitely know. That's like I had did my Shopify in December. Now I ain't been promoting like I was supposed to, but I'm still paying that bill every month. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, because
I'm about to revamp it, but I'm still paying that bill. The website's still up because you never know, somebody might go on there and purchase something. You feel me?
yeah, all it take is just one day, bro. I take shit a day at a time, for real, because you never know what the next day. You could it's like it seemed far fetched, but it's not far fetched. You feel me? You could wake up one day broke and next day literally be a millionaire, and that's just the way I always believe, for real.
You ain't lying. I always say one day can change your life. Like you got to keep grinding because, like you said, you gonna wake up that one day. Like no 2 days are the same. That's what I say. No 2 days are the same.
Yeah, only if you're not a risk taker.
Yup, you definitely got to be a risk taker.
Like, see, I take so many risks. Like, even when I was gambling and doing, little stuff, I always be like, shit, I'm just waiting on that lick. Like I always keep that mentality, but just in in a more strategic way now.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm on the same here, bro. Like, got to move strategic. Like, I just came back from Miami last weekend and being in them rooms with the millionaires and them different people who really getting rich off content and doing this podcast shit and staying consistency and learning the back ends on how you can monetize and different ways you can get money. Like, it blew my mind. Like, I'm definitely going to Invest Fest this month. Like,
Oh yeah, being around like minded people always, like you like I always tell you, like even when we just kick it and been always kicking it from day one, we was always on some what's next type shit, for real. So like those guys, we the same as them. They just got the money to work their hands. So like you fit in the room. So getting around them ain't gonna do nothing but inspire you. You feel me?
hell yeah. I told my wife, I said, when I was in the room with them, I felt like when you in high school and you know how that 1 star player, he about to transfer to a new school.
Yeah.
New school don't know you coming, but you
Mm,
finna be on that team. I told her that's how I felt being in that room. Like they don't
most
know
definitely.
that I'm about to be on their team though. They finna be seeing me often. Like they finna really know who I am with time,
Most definitely.
steady putting in the work and being consistent. You feel me? Because
Hmm.
it ain't been easy. You feel me?
Nah, but one thing I can say about you, kudos to you. You ain't scared to try shit, and you ain't scared to fail. So like, that's the thing. No matter how it go, you stay resilient. So that's why you're gonna have success for real, because that's all it is. It's like entrepreneurship ain't as easy as everybody think it is. Everybody scream, "I want to start a biz. I want to start it." Yeah, but it ain't nobody. Like even like how college and high school, like college. I mean, in high school, you got a motherfucker like do your homework, calling your parents, making sure you on task. So that's like the job. That's like a job. Entrepreneurship is like college. We don't give a fuck if you show up. Even if you don't show up, we getting our money. So we ain't over your back. If you fail, that's on you. We still getting our 30 grand a year. So like
Man,
entrepreneurship, you gotta be your inventory, you gotta be your motherfucking promoter. You really wearing a million hats, for real, for real.
man, you ain't lying. That's like me. I think I might have started like probably like 2017, the year Hoss. When Hoss died like 17. So what's that like going on? It's been like 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? That's when I first started the shirts, and even then, my uncle Ray, he the one who put me up on the sauce how to do the screen printed transfers and how to work with the vinyl and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like during the pandemic, the band and nigga made a lot of money during the pandemic on them customs, especially with the mask and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, most definitely.
But it's definitely a dedicated grind. Like even with me in this entrepreneur life, like I'm still rocking it. You feel me? Like I got my man working on me a new logo, but this still me because the first actually Tank, the one who actually gave me this logo, bro. That's how I even got entrepreneur life. He was about to do it with somebody else, so I'm like, bro, that shit fire right there. Let me get that.
Yeah, like I used to remember, I used to be hitting you. I was what was the other one you was doing? I was rocking with that one.
Um,
The one with you when you was doing the inner pulling up to all the shit in the city. That I was fucking with that too. Pray for Detroit.
oh yeah. See, now to pray for Detroit, me and Nick Cage
Yeah.
started there. Like I'm gonna get back on that, but I just got to get things in order to where I can build a system to where it can work. Want me not
Yeah. Yeah. It's shit all one umbrella, for real, for real. You just
like pray for Detroit on the website, but it's like you said, the people they don't be supporting it like you would think they would just cause you know what I'm saying. Like
but the crazy part, they just doing it as ghosts. So
mm,
like that's what I've been noticing. Like people, like it's crazy. You would like you may have like now lately I've been fucking with the reels and shit because with the reels you could check out what's the, they do the analytics and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a nigga may have 10 likes be with 7,000 views. So it's like that shit motivating for real because it's like niggas looking at it, but you know, it's shit egotistics. Some people just don't want to hit that button, and ain't nothing wrong with it.
You ain't lying. That's like I've been doing the labs Monday through Friday. This past week just made it 25 days straight. So I've been doing it for a month, Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have been telling me like keep going. I'm loving it. You feel me? I've been seeing the impressions been going up and stuff like that. But I did it for myself first to start building consistency so I can
Oh
get
yeah,
here. You
getting
feel
the
me?
rhythm, getting the rhythm for
But
sure.
I'm glad that it's helping people. Like I always say, if I help one person in the morning to get through their day or give them a little kickstart or a little fire, you know what I'm saying? It'd be good because we all human, and especially being like you said, entrepreneurship is not for the weak. So it's gonna be
Most definitely. Some days some days we be needing them little quotes and shit. Motherfuckers be resharing because you may be going through that same shit. You may be like, man, I want to stop doing this shit or stop doing that. And sometimes that shit help for sure.
yeah. And I want them to know like I'm nowhere near perfect. I'll be going through the flux every day with myself, especially with me being how I am. Most people, especially with us being like from our background, from the streets and all that kind of stuff, most people,
Yeah.
the average person being working majority of the time and start entrepreneurship. Me, I'm the total opposite. I've been on the entrepreneur journey since day one for real. And
Yeah, and same here. I just, you just got to switch it up, and because actually, the funny part about it is the streets is the best way to start doing business because it makes you not so gullible.
yeah, you're right about that. You definitely right about that. Cause
Like people that just try to jump into business, it don't really work for them because they so gullible to where
hmm
they believe what a motherfucker saying. So
and you gotta go through. You gotta get on that roller coaster. You gotta go through the ups and downs. Like I'm
like,
pretty sure you was like me. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to start a LLC. Nigga using his mama, well not his mama, using his house address, this address. Like
all everything.
the business not even set up, the structure not even right. You feel me? And nigga, like I got an LLC in the bank account, I'm good. No, you not, bro. It's 4, 5, 6 more things you need to go with that LLC. They got to be in a proper compliance in order for your business to be properly structured, right? You feel me? And all that come with, like we say, trials and tribulations. You gotta
Definitely.
and they had to jump out there. Nigga went got a DBA and think he doing the thing. You feel me? No,
And you got to just be around people that's like you can't be the smartest person in the room, or like
bro.
you just don't want to be around people that ain't on the same time as you for real. Like that's one thing I can say. Like my inner circle, all my niggas got their own businesses and shit. So like our conversations and shit, we always trying to build up and so they keep me sharp for real.
Oh yeah, iron sharpens iron for sure.
Yeah,
And that's the thing with like me out of all my guys, like I got a couple guys who doing their thing like cousin, they doing the party promoting all that kind of shit. But
yeah,
for the most part, like out of my main group of immediate niggas, I'm really like the only one who really on this entrepreneurship journey and
mm-hmm.
being on it as long as I have. Like some of them getting into it now and starting to brainstorm and figure out different things. Like I got a homeboy, he was always be like, "Man, you wear too many hats, you do too much." No, bro, you don't wear enough hats because especially when I was in the D, like I do so many different things. I don't know which one might pop. Like somebody might call me for some photography one day. Somebody might need some shirts the next day.
Hell
Somebody
yeah.
somebody might need me to do something else the next day. So me wearing all these hats, I'm able to at least cover my grounds. Like if one's slow, something else might pick up. So I'm
Hey, I tell you every time, shit, you for sure legendary shit because you got to do that because, like you say, it's like a raffle.
mm-hmm.
Got a better chance to win a raffle if
Yeah,
you
man.
throw more tickets in that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
for
got
real.
one sad ass ticket in that bitch waiting on it to get pulled. You may be waiting for something that don't never happen. So, like you
Mm-hmm.
say, it's like fishing. You throw a couple rods and then you gonna catch something. You feel me? It's just
Go catch something.
7 streams of income make you a millionaire, man. So they can start with it. You just gotta have balance, though. Now that's what you do. Gotta have balance and discipline to wear all them different hats.
Yep. Now me, I'm definitely working on my structure and my balance and my discipline. You feel me? Like moving out of state, it's not for the weak, bro. Especially like down here in Atlanta. Like I'm so blessed just to even be in the situation I'm in, dude. Because for one, rent high as hell down here. So luckily, the job, the field that I work in, it come with that. You feel me? So that's one less thing I had to worry about. You feel me? Because
Mm-hmm.
if I ain't never go to school 15, 16 years ago, I wouldn't even be in this position right now. You feel me? If I ain't never go to school for that little 18 months or 19 months when I was fucked up out here, you feel me? Just lost
Yeah.
in the sauce, just doing whatever. I had to put a positive in there somewhere. So I put that
Got
positive in there, and it's paying the bills right now. You feel me?
most definitely. But like, the entrepreneurship it'll strike for you. So you just like I say, resilience, man. You can't just
Mhm.
stop because that shit up and down like a motherfucker. But long as you got a roof over your head and a car to drive and clothes and you can wash up, you gotta stay positive, bro. It could be so many people situations worse and as far as skip the money just mentally, they don't even know how to think. They broke mentally where they never can get no money.
Yeah, because a lot of people, especially, I'm gonna say, especially a lot of people that successful and wealthy that I listen to, they're like, broke is a mentality. It's not no
Yeah.
money. Wealth is a mentality too, but for sure, like you want the money, but like you say, it got to start with your mental. You feel me? Because even the other day, I was going through it with myself. Then I just had to take a pause and talk to God and be like, I'm blessed and thankful for so many things. Why even have attitude? What's gonna happen? Go happen.
And that's like ever since I've been in this, I've been like in this like I don't let nothing weigh on me space. Like I don't stress over nothing. So like if I can't control it, I don't worry about it. And like I don't absorb other people's energy. Like I used to be a person try to fix everything and try to do all that. I don't do it no more. And I've been like so much peaceful. You feel me? So it'd be like once you get to that space and you comfortable in the skin you in and you ain't, you feel me? You just be, you be on a total different wave for real.
You ain't lying about that for real. So that's definitely it. You definitely got to ride your own wave. You got to stay consistent and just keep going at it because it's definitely like my man ET say. It's definitely a dog fight. Like it's
Hell
definitely.
yeah. Hell yeah. And it is all about it's all to be about what you consider is successful. You feel me? So that's the measuring stick for real, for real. What is your definition of success for real?
So let me ask you this: so do you be coming up with all your logos and all your stuff yourself, or you got a team or somebody you working with help you come up with this new fire you've been coming out with, or how it's been going?
No, I just like on now on IG and shit, they got guys that just sell pre-made logos and shit. And I just wake up like all the other logos, though the cursive and all that shit and all the other ones, I was making them myself. So yeah, I was just coming up with them. But like all the new like shit, me kind of stepping into a new lane, like they make them on IG, and so I'm just meticulous on the ones I like for real, for real. So like with the ones I kind of did lately, it was like a homage collection to where I was like, let me go back to shit we was wearing in high school and just fly shit for real because
Yeah,
everything ain't nothing but a repeat for real niggas ain't doing nothing but
ain't nothing new.
yeah ain't shit we gonna ever do. You gonna be the first nigga to do it, so it's just about putting your twist to it. And so like that's what I did. I just went out, I seen that, I'm like, man, that should remind me of Iceberg, let me put my twist on it. That should remind me of Mesquite, let me put my twist on it. So I'm really just playing off the vintage fashion for real.
Oh yeah. So I see you got a new you got a location now. So let the people know about the location and how you end up getting it and where it's at and what they can expect from when you open
Man,
doors.
I just actually, so it's in East Point. It's like right by Eastland on 8 Mile. It's like a little office suite, about 400 square feet, but it's all I needed for real, because I've been Master P for the last 4.5 years, and that shit kind of become a headache really when you dealing with new people. It's still the streets of Detroit. You feel me? I ain't trying to be. I'm getting so big that where it ain't just people that I know no more. You feel me? And I ain't trying to be in no situation over no clothes. So
Man, cause
least come to my stumping grounds to get it. You feel me? And just trying to expand, bro. Like my vision is to be like four men and shit. Like, I always wanted to work at four men when I was young, but they always had their little staffs. I'd be like, man, I wish I could. It just seemed like a fly ass job to me. I'm like, man, I told Unc one day, I'm like, shit, you ain't even gotta pay me, man. I just work in here. Like when I was younger, I'm like, man, I just work in this bitch for real.
Hey, you ain't gonna lie. That's one of them stories. The nigga will ask like, "Hey, y'all hire?" Like, "I'll work in here." But
Man.
like you said, you got to be grandfathered in for man. They like the mob. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he got 4 workers and they in rotation. Like ain't nobody else
yeah.
getting in. Like
And
no,
they still in the loop right now. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, that shit like the mafia for real, for real. Like they know me, they love me, all. And like I said, they're my guys for real. Like you say, that shit like breaking into the Italian mob or some shit.
man, you ain't lying. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad to see you got the location, bro. Because that's definitely what's up, man. It ain't nothing but some elevation, man. You feel me?
Hell yeah, one of many. Trying to get one down there, trying to get one, trying to take them everywhere for real, for real. Like I'm trying to actually get it to where I'm carrying more than my clothes, to where I'm getting other design, to where it's like a clothing store, but my shit featured, featured in there for real, for real.
Bingo. I understand because when me and bro had opened up this, we ain't never really opened it. But when we had the spot at the plaza, we was on the same thing. Like I'm gonna put Pray for Detroit in here. I'm gonna put Raised Around Savages in here. But anybody else gonna be welcome to come put their own clothes in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah, because we all need that outlet.
We gotta build unity. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing me and you always talk about. Like we gotta build unity. We gotta do what we can to try to uplift the younger generations coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's why I had
most
to make sure I get you on here because you one of the people who me and you had long. We'd have been on the phone 90 minutes, 2 hours before just rapping it like we doing now. You feel me?
yeah,
Talking about all
most
kind
definitely. Yeah, since day one, for real. Cause
real,
and the crazy part about it be I don't even talk to a lot of people like that because a lot of shit you may talk about may be over niggas' head. So
bro.
you can't have certain conversations with everybody.
Man, you know I already know. Like I'm hurt. My man's locked up. The nigga who I do had them kind of conversations with on the regular.
Yeah,
When free Nick Cash, you feel me? When he do come, when I
yeah,
when he do call, we getting 15 minutes in at a time, and in them 15 minutes we talking about this, we talking about that. You feel me? So
yeah. Cause he got like I say, it hurt me when that shit happened with bro because he got a mind, he can think. Certain situations you just gotta. It's we always like I say, even as far as like with being a millionaire, you that one day away, and you could be one day away or 1 minute away from some dumb shit. You feel me? So it's you gotta have that correct balance, bro. That shit like it's the timing, man. Timing is everything for real, for real.
you know, my pops always told me like, son, your life can change in less than a split second, and he ain't
For
never
good
lied,
or for good or bad.
good or bad. You feel me? Like you say, bro, definitely one of the smartest guys I know. Me, I'm almost 10 years older than bro, so with him being that age, how we clicked, I don't even be rocking with guys who I'm
Yeah.
9, 10, 11 years older than on a regular basis. You feel me? But he brings so much value and he's so smart. You feel me? How can you not kick it with him? You know what I'm saying?
And he wasn't scared to fail. So
Oh,
that's my thing when I see when I get take a liking in a person. Because a motherfucker got to be like, man, no matter what, I just ain't gonna stop doing this shit, or I'm just not scared to try. Because that's the why the most people stay at their job and just stay in the same spot they is just fear.
yeah, you ain't lying. That's like me a couple weeks ago. I had printed out my flyers. I had to start putting them up everywhere because I've been out here a little bit over a year, but I just been going to work and coming home every day. And I'm telling myself like this ain't it. I see how a person can be at a job in 5 years and been and went past. You feel me? Like time be time, and so
Yeah, comfortability. So a motherfucker, if they comfortable, I don't like it because it's just like you just on a set income. You can't. That's what you call a box because once you just making that money, you can't go outside that. You can't even spend $1 extra because you really don't have it for real, for real. So
yeah, you ain't lying. And then that's the battle I had to. I've been pushing myself like getting out here, going to the mall, passing out flyers, putting up flyers. I had took it to the old school, printing out the paper flyers. You feel me? Because I provide so many different services. Right now, it's just wasn't in my budget to get 4, 5 different flyers made up. I'm like, I'm gonna take it to the old school. Me and Nick Cash days. I'm about to just print these boys out and put them everywhere. You feel me?
yeah, and that's like I say. It ain't nothing wrong with it because it's the grind, bro. You doing all them different things. You gotta advertise yourself.
It's all
That's
about the net.
Renaissance for real.
It's all about the networking, man. So, you still doing the basketball thing with the kids?
Almost definitely. I never stop doing that. I never. No matter what I'm doing, I could be up 200 million. I'll still be doing that shit for real.
Okay, what's the name of your team and what ages is it from?
Right now I'm just doing high school. I coach high school at Warren Lincoln High School,
Okay,
junior
dope, dope.
varsity, and then I coach at the middle school at Warren Lincoln too. I was doing you, but I kind of laid off a pause with it for real, to invest more time in myself and my kids for real. But I do leagues and camps and shit. Like right now, I got a league with my nonprofit, Bigger Than Basketball Academy. It's like where I do little leagues and summer camps and shit. Like I'm trying to make it real big. Like that's going. Actually, I'm trying to turn it into a foundation where I can be, doing different little things for the youth.
Oh, that's dope, B. I didn't even know you had the nonprofit going.
Yeah, that's like you probably. I just be like, whenever you see that the basketball stuff lately that I've been doing is under the Bigger Than Basketball Academy. So like, yeah, that's my thing I'm running.
I'm definitely gonna have to tap in with you on that because I know about the nonprofit, but I don't really know about going about setting up the structure of it. You feel me? I know it's a process.
Yeah, I'm just like in the stages of it for real, for real. So you know me, you know what we do. YouTube, motherfucking
Big
Google,
and
you
look,
know, the hood college.
yeah, that's one thing they don't know. Like YouTube University is one of the best things in the world. Like right now, everything is accessible to us right in our hand. Anything we want to know, like for sure, you got to use your common sense and filter through what makes sense and don't make sense. But if you want to learn the skill right now, you can go on YouTube and learn down there anything for real.
Yeah, you can. You all you got to do is just type it in. What you want to know. What you want to know, they'll tell you. And then you got people that starting from the beginning stages, from the that's millionaires. Like some days I just sit up and I just be like I say, like you say, YouTube University and find out what I want to know, and I take different shit from there. Like all the shit that I'm advancing, I ain't gonna lie, credits to YouTube.
That's how I basically learned how to do everything from the
Yeah,
t-shirts to the photography, everything. Learning how to edit a little bit of the a little editing I know how to do. You feel me? Even with
yeah.
this podcast and stuff, that's how I ran across my man David Shands on YouTube. Like
Hey, YouTube code.
I already was on listening to motivational speeches and all that, but I just got on his page one day and I've been locked in ever since then. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. Certain ones. Sometimes you could be listening, but you need that one motherfucker that's gonna light that fire into your ass for real, for real.
So you can really resonate to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
people don't know. Well, people who know me know, but like even with this podcast and stuff, like I've been on this media stuff for a minute, but I've been more inconsistent than I've been consistent. But it's been off and on, and right now my main focus is just to stay consistent and build the network and build the show. You know what I'm saying? Because years from the next 2-3 years, it ain't gonna just be me in front of a camera by myself. I'm gonna have a team. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
producing multiple shows. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be out getting active in the neighborhood. It's just all part of the process. But in order for anybody to get their process going, they got to take that first step because it ain't no execution.
hey, the biggest ones. You know how many people I had coming up to me, be talking about, man, I must do this with a line, and this done been years, and it ain't even nothing. You feel me? You can start a clothing line with fucking shit, $200-300, man. I think I probably started with when I first started. I think I probably started with maybe $600 at the max. I think I got like a little 50 pack or some shit like that. And then I ain't looked back since. You feel me? Like now I got that shit where I got too much. I got like that shit crazy for real, for real.
And little do they know, in real life, it depends on which route you want to go. You can start with nothing for real. Like you can go
Yeah,
out there,
yeah, yeah. You could just start off with your swag for real. To be
uh,
honest, yeah, you're right.
they got print on demand. You can go on there and put you a logo on there, and
Little mock ups and shit for
yeah,
real. Yeah,
all that
some people doing that. Like I got a kid on my team or whatever. He is on my AAU team. He's 14 and shit. He down there past me right now.
straight up, huh? He working.
Nah, he working. I mean, he hit me up for pointers, but then I ain't gonna lie, he my dog. He gave me pointers, and it's a 14-year-old kid.
That's
And
how
I shot him out on here. His name Langston Howard. He got a clothing line called The Top, and it's like his joint. He be using like athletes, just like athletes, pictures of athletes and shit with motivational quotes and shit. But he been all in New York Fashion Week, African fashion shows and shit. But he's smart. He come from good stock. You feel me? He come from good parents. His parents got some cheese, but they don't keep him away from the neighborhood, so he got balance. You feel me?
Bingo.
He ain't around it, but he'll play basketball, but they live in West Bloomfield and all that. But he's smart as hell, smartest one of the smartest kids that I met. And like I say, he done gave me pointers, and but him he taking off. He killing them.
I ain't gonna lie. If anybody can like, I know we come from the hood, and like us still being in the hood, but we don't want our kids to be accessible to the hood. But at the same time, like you say, it give you that balance. Not necessarily just having around no bullshit, but just the environment itself, just being around real life situations, it give them that balance.
Yeah, you got it build that extra layer of skin, and it just like I was going back to what I probably said like earlier in the interview was about being gullible.
Hmm.
Like like just the basic shit. Even like we a little. I know I just turned 35. Yeah, I don't know how old you are exactly, but our shit was different. You going over your cousin house, even though this your cousin, your mama still telling you like, don't let them hit you. Don't let them take your food. So we just going over, we just building that mentality shit. Like, cuz you ain't about to take my food. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's how you got to be even going into the business world because the grimiest business is corporate.
Yes. You a nigga, you ain't lying, cause out here in this real world, a nigga will scam you quicker than a nigga in the streets for real.
Hell yeah, they'll punk you because they know you can't react in violence. So
Yeah.
you got them bullies. You'll come, man. Motherfucker come bully you out your whole company for real.
Yeah. That's like I'm watching Suits on Netflix. They got all kind of grimy shit going on, motherfuckers. Then they
Real
lawyers,
life though.
and they running all kind of plays. You feel me to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So I understand.
Hey, it's funny, right? I was just on Facebook earlier. I'm looking at when when Dame Daz ran up on Lee Daniels and shit. Dame Daz like, man, give me my money. You owe me my money. He like Lee Daniels hitting him with like, man, I'm gonna call you, man. Just, but Dame, Dame is street dude, but Dame can't do shit. And
Right.
and Lee Daniels, I don't know him. You feel me? I ain't gonna say I know he ain't as cut as Dame. So, but Dame can't do shit to Lee Daniels, and he can spin him like that because it's legitimate business bullying.
Yeah, he gonna have to call his lawyers and we gonna have to meet
Yeah,
in court.
you fight through different people than with them battles.
Hmm. You ain't
That
lying
shit,
about that
that shit funny.
for real, cause we definitely gotta stay doing what we doing and steadily reach out to the youth, cause man, these young
Uh,
boys they going wild, ain't they?
They man, but this podcast will probably be 2 hours. We get to talking about them. It's just lack of guidance from our generation. Well, yeah, from our generation, I
Yeah,
say because they looking up like we had uncles and stuff, and it's just everything just changed so much. Be to where like we used to be around our cousins and our uncles. Our family ain't really seeing the other family like that, like we used to. You feel me? It ain't stuff just different now. So it's like they
man,
not around. No, they don't. They not around everybody enough to get that little free game that you need to last out here.
man, majority of the big mamas dead. Now the family trajectory ain't nowhere near what it used to be. You feel me? And like you said, well, we gonna have to. It's gonna be up to us to really break the cycle and really do something. Cause
Yeah, and I mean, most of that stuff though. To be honest, it's just held down by a woman for sure. And no, not no knock to the women, but just a lot of the traits and characters of a woman has changed just to by what they putting out here and making them think it's cool and acceptable. And it ain't nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to be, but the woman back then was in the house, worried about the food, trying to make sure everybody eat. Now most of these chicks are not really like shit. I'm off for myself. You feel me? And ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's the reason why I was really feeling as far as like that holiday feel shit for real.
you ain't lying. The women definitely a lot more aggressive than back in the day. You feel me?
Almost definitely.
And a lot of them getting a lot more money now. So now it's like,
They don't need to listen to nobody.
nope, they don't. Nigga, you ain't. Nope, 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 nope. I was watching Finesse was only club and he was talking to this chick and she like, well, before we do anything, do you got some money?
Spin the bag. Yeah, I'm listening. I was listening to that, and I'm like,
You
man,
seen that same episode? You feel me?
but they got niggas that's out here like that. Like, see,
Yeah,
me, I ain't doing that. I always had women, and I got my lady right now, or whatever. But that I like, that's stupid. Why would you spend some money and I just met you? That's dumb. We ain't even had no conversation to click. What I'm just give you some cheese for?
and she was talking about spending some real money. She ain't talking about
Yeah,
hundred
but
two
it's
dollar day. out the east.
But it's niggas out here that'll do it though, so I can't even be mad. I can't even knock they hustle because
Nope, me neither. Cause they going for it.
hey, if them niggas like it, I love it. You feel me?
For real.
They want to do it, bro. They can't. But it's shallow. Me, I can't deal with nothing shallow. So that's my main thing. Like I'm giving you money. This basically, shit. We tricking basically for real, for real. If I'm giving you some money like that, and but then them the same girls will be like, a nigga can't ask me for no goodies. Like what you mean?
Right. A nigga just took you to
Yeah.
Somerset and spent 10,000, 5,000 on you, and you want to send them the voicemail, and then
Yeah,
and
because you got other guys chasing you, and you just going for the biggest bag. Like I say though, ain't no knock to it. Never, I'm never knocking nobody hustle, whatever you got to do, but just don't spread that. See, what I don't like is like the internet is a good platform and a bad one because you got young girls at 16, 17 watching that shit, and they putting that pressure on these little young niggas who 16, 17, and that's corrupting them because that's once they get a little bit of the whole, they go crazy.
going
So
crazy.
so if this simplify getting the whole, making it easier, they'll kill for the money to impress these girls. You feel me? And it's just like an ongoing cycle. Everything play a part in it.
Man, that's like I was on IG the other day. My man killed his wife. They was I don't know if you saw. They was like a few minutes before about to go into
What's court? Yeah, I seen. Yeah, I seen it.
the divorce, and he done knocked her noodle off. Like how, bro? Like you go kill your kids, mama, because she don't want to be with you no more. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Like
you
that's
know.
crazy. I don't understand that stuff. Like these guys, they losing their tops, and some of these women too. I ain't gonna just put it on the fellas. The women, they doing some crazy stuff too now.
Because everybody want to hold on to something that's good. Sometimes you could do something bad, and once you leave, like, oh, should I have something good? You ain't. I don't want nobody to have you if I can't have you. Yeah. Guys better stop going over these female houses and doing all that
What?
stuff.
You
'Cause,
say it again. They better stop doing it, man. Like yeah, because you'll end up in a bad situation quick. Like if you don't know her, all that coming over, laying up. I ain't never been like that. From I gotta really know you back when I was out here single and shit. Like I gotta know you to come over your house and lay up with you and all that kind of
bro,
shit.
hey, I when I was shit, probably like 10 years ago, I went over girl crib. Last time I ever did that shit, a motherfucker popped up. I'm like, oh yeah, I never do it again. You feel me now? I wouldn't even feel right at a female crib for real, for real.
Man, I'm over one of my ex's house before back in the day, man. One of her other dudes done popped up. I done had to call bro, like, listen,
Yeah,
don't tip, like, cause it might have to go down for me to get up about this bitch, like, cause I don't know how dog playing it. She
most definitely, B.
crazy. I'm telling her, like, I ain't going for it. Like, I ain't finna lose my life today for this dumb shit. You feel me?
Cause every like that's the thing about people. You gotta understand. If you just meet a person at the corner store, I don't care how much they play that. I ain't did nothing in 4 months. I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't did that.
It's
Cut
somebody,
it out. Cut it
somebody
out.
somewhere.
It's somebody in the picture.
At least one person, and then
Ain't nobody don't got nobody in the picture. And if you do, you should be. And if you is like telling the truth about that, you should be scared of that person because obviously they don't got it all.
you ain't lying. You don't got at least one person to eat no chicken
Yeah.
with.
We made with companion. We made to do companionship. You feel me? That don't even make sense. You're not talking to nobody. I'm
Right.
shocked.
Yeah, and you decent looking. You got your shit.
Yeah.
You ain't that focused on work. Even if you ain't,
Hey,
you at least having a little shot or y'all talking and doing something, meeting up somewhere for dinner, lunch or something. Even if you ain't giving them the cookies, you just spending some time with them. You feel me? Trying to make them work for it. You got to be something going on.
hey, and that's always going on in the works. You feel me? So you can't never be ever come and meeting somebody thinking you the only one.
No, you can't.
Never.
Man, I appreciate you getting on here with me too, because this my second interview. I did one with my man's a couple weeks ago, but I'm like, I'm gonna get B on here because his shit going up right now. You my
Yeah,
dog anyway, so I just want to tap in with you because I got a lot of people who waiting to get on the show. I'm just getting everything together on my own. So
most definitely.
stay like just taking that step. So this me continuing just taking steps. You feel me? Like
I appreciate it. When you one day when you come back here, man, we got to do another one. We're gonna shoot that mug in the shop.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I don't know when that's gonna be, but most definitely, I just keep making sure everybody. That's one thing I do though. Like since I've been gone, I just pray every day. Like my mom and my brother, everybody I love, be straight. Cause I ain't really got no time to come back right now. You
For
feel?
what?
Yeah, I know where everybody at, what everybody doing. It
Hey,
don't make sense.
shit, hey, shit, the same. It's crazy. One thing about Detroit, no matter how long you leave, you come back, everything the same for real.
And I ain't gonna lie, I be having some days where I be getting frustrated. I be like, damn, I chose my heart. I be like, sometimes I want to go back, and I be like, no, no, I don't. No, I don't.
No, I ain't know. You fine. You at?
I don't want to go back. I'm gonna keep on thugging it out till this shit shake down here like I wanted to. You feel me? Because that's the one of the biggest things I really didn't ever think about when I left. Like restarting my business and everything that I got from the ground up. But I'm built for it though. You feel me? Like you say, I'm built for this shit. So I ain't
Yeah,
even.
you got more people. You got more people. Shit, just you could like even see in the traffic from here, from there compared to here. Shit, you got more people to market this. It's a small market, for real, for real. This market shallow. The market in them, in them melting pot cities is crazy.
And everybody down here, well, at least a good 85 to 90%, somebody they here to chase their dreams. You feel me? Whether they got it figured it out already or they trying to figure it out, they taking some kind of steps to figure it
Yeah.
out. You feel me?
The thing is, they just won't change. So like half the people, that's why I say it's a melting pot. So half the people there is moving there to change their mentality in their life. So that's why it's better there than it is anywhere else. In those states because a nigga from Chicago ain't moving. I mean, nigga ain't moving from Atlanta to Chicago like that or to Detroit. So like
Mm-mm.
here is people it's just us. You feel me? People that like love it here and people that ain't nobody moving to Detroit. Who the fuck moving to Detroit?
Man, then think about it. Even it's not just Detroit. It's plenty of cities across the U.S. where you got people who ain't never been to the other side of town, ain't never
Yeah,
left the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm 38 years old. I'll be 39 this year. I always being quick to go bust a move, do this, do that, go see something different. You feel me? I had to explain to my son, like, it's a world out here, son. Like, you may not like it right now, but when I'm dead and gone in 10, 20 years from now, you going to be like, I'm glad my pops moved me out of Detroit. And got
hell yeah, he gonna love it because his life gonna be better if he choose. He choose to do the right thing. Cause like I said, I moved down there. I moved down there in 2008. I stayed down there for a year and a half. Came back, moved back down there in 2012. Stayed down there for 2 years. Came back. So like. I stay moving for real with that. Like I always like I say Atlanta. If I don't go nowhere, that's my second home for real, for real.
hmm
And then all my family down there now too. So a lot of my family from here moved down there.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I see. Happy belated birthday again to you. I see you was down for your birthday. That was the weekend I was in Miami. I saw
Yeah,
you. I'm like, damn, I can't even bump into bro. I'm about to get on this flight my damn self. You feel me?
I'm gonna try to be back and forth though, for real. Cause like I say, I'm trying to build the foundation down there for real. Like here, cool. Don't get me wrong, but this ain't the place for me. The energy too negative here. I ain't.
That's one thing you ain't lying. The energy I'm talking about down here is for sure way more positive energy. Like I go to the gas station, it can be a black guy, white guy, older guy, a lady. They'll hold the door open for you. They're there and wait for you then a good 20, 30 seconds to get to the door for you to hold it for them. Like in the D, a nigga let the door close right in your face, man. You feel?
Yeah, and I don't carry myself like that. I respect all and show love to all. You feel me? So like. I want to go where let his top down for real, for real. I ain't trying to, who want to live their whole life on tip and shit and just seeing the same thing and in the same atmosphere. That's just not the vision I have for my life. You feel me? Or my kids' life. I don't want them to think it's just Detroit because it's not.
It's a whole world out here. Like not even so much the US, like it's a world,
It's
like other
it's a
countries.
world, bro. A
Like it's
world.
countries and all kind of stuff to see the world. You feel me? Like
Hey,
gotta broaden the horizon. Like my son, he
bro.
16. He done been on the airplane 4, 5, 6 times by himself. We ain't even been on the plane together yet. Every time he get on the plane, he get on it by himself. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But he
Like
don't know. Not to cut you off, that's building character for him. Because when
hell yeah.
he get grown, he ain't gonna have no problem with booking him a flight, getting the fuck on, and
And
going to
see,
do
it's
some
bigger.
services.
It's bigger. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I wish I like my mom. she did as best she can. Like we went places and shit, but like now that's my main focus, bro, is to try to get my money up for my kids can have a, you know, see that it's possible for somebody black to do this shit. You feel me? Like it ain't hard. We just gotta stay focused and stay resilient and just go and get it. Manifest this life you want in your head and go attack that shit for real. And even if you can't get that one that you completely got, at least you going out knowing you tried. You feel me? I just don't want to have no regrets in life saying thinking that I didn't do something. You feel me? So
Yup, you right about that. Cause one thing you just said, like manifest, like that's something a lot of people they don't even understand what that mean. They don't even know what manifest mean. They don't even know nothing about affirmations. They don't even a lot of the kids
no,
from the
that shit real, bro.
yeah, and look, and it's sad to say that there's a lot of kids from these inner cities. They don't know nothing about. They don't got nobody speaking positive into them or letting them know it's a world out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
and that's really messed up because it's bad enough they try to trick us into going to school for 16 years and come out in debt and then not even do nothing with the shit that we went to school for on top of it.
Because it's a business, the biggest bit, one of the biggest businesses in the world. Why wouldn't they push it? You feel me?
Yeah,
Everybody get paid.
yeah, they ain't there, what our generation and our community got to fail to realize is that we the number one consumer, but we the poorest people collectively though. You feel me? Like for sure, it's more people. I ain't gonna lie. Like in the past few years, it's been a lot of African American people who coming up and doing their thing, who doing good stuff for the culture. But the overall, the number that people not doing what they supposed to do or being miseducated or ignorant to the fact is higher than the success rate for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because the biggest thing is influence. It's all the negative influence. So like notice anybody that we got positive, in the black culture, they kind of they not they try to dim them down for real. Because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you push positivity too much, you kind of cut down on the positivity doesn't equal profit.
Nope, it don't. It
So
don't.
they look at it like that. Like they not you if you know even notice it through the rap game. None of them positive rappers that actually speak intellectual and all that, they don't never make it that far.
Yeah, you're right. I was just listen. I saw some Meek Mill was talking about it the other day, like how
Yeah, they pay you when you rap more ignorant.
yeah, they want you to dumb it down. You feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because more people, you got to think. It's all. Look at all these things that's being sold in a bad category. B. You feel me? You got you got if you rap about gun violence, you got the gun, which we don't own no gun company. I don't know. I'm just throwing this off the top of my head. I don't think we own no company that make guns.
No, we don't.
We don't own the bullets. We don't. So you get shot. We don't own the hospital. I
Mm.
don't think. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if we do or don't. If somebody on here and whenever they see it or whatever can throw it out there, then I'll be, I can say. But okay, we don't own no pharmaceutical once if you don't die to take the medicine that's gonna help ease the pain. We own a couple funeral homes here and there. We
Couple.
don't really own no mortuaries.
No, we might got a couple farmers out here. That's about to be. That's about to mow one of the
We
few.
Hey, we don't own no tobacco companies.
No, none of that.
We advertise though. You see, they trying to get everybody some blunts right now.
Yeah, yeah.
They giving everybody the hookah pens and shit. So they find the influencers and they can make millions of dollars off that because they can become millionaires because I ain't gonna say don't have no morals, but it's just like certain people, certain things. Like me, I'm a guy that I want to be successful, but I don't want to do anything for the money.
Yeah, we got integrity.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt people for the money. Like I'm never I can rap my ass off. To be honest, like I used to rap, cold as fucking rapping, but
Straight
once
up.
I started coaching, yeah, people come up to me all the time, like, yeah, bro, you should still. Like, I ain't gonna rap because that's my past life, and I don't want to influence the kids to do something that they not ready for because they just don't got the mentality to do it right. So it's like
Mhm.
I'm not about to rap about because if I'm a rap, I'm gonna rap about hustling. You feel me? I don't do drugs and all that shit, so I can't rap about lean and all that shit. That ain't something I never did. That ain't never been my thing.
Right.
So like, yeah, I don't want to influence the kids to sell no drugs right now because it ain't even know the drug game is dead. They don't know what about
Man, listen,
drugs.
I got plenty of homeboys who hustling right now, and they like, man, this shit slow as ever.
Yeah,
If you ain't, and when it comes to that right there, if you ain't nobody who really being like we say consistent and dedicated over the past 5, 10 years, you not even getting no money. And then the niggas who
Hell no.
money, it's still slow. It ain't fast as it used to be.
No,
You know?
and then it's just the drugs are not real.
No. It,
Like out of this year, like to this year, no, and this is on the personal side. I done had 3 people I know overdose off drugs.
man.
Like so, the stuff they not even selling ain't even drugs for real, for real. So you doing some shit you don't even know. You one drug away. You one high away from being your last high.
Yup. And then the crazy part is guys my between my age, your age, a little bit younger, a little bit older, they done took themselves out on hardcore drugs. And us coming from being 80s babies, we already know what the crack and the heroin will do to you. Like,
Man, they had a whole campaign with in school. B, what was that shit? Say no to
yeah,
the
yeah,
Dare
yeah.
program.
Like, I just I don't understand like how did somebody who come from our era end up on in a situation like that where they really on drugs, and like not no weed and liquor, you know what I'm saying, or no e pills, nothing, but like you doing coke, you doing heroin, you feel
They
me?
ain't got no brain. Only way you can get on drugs if you ain't got no brain.
That's crazy. Like it just blow my mind. Like we for sure know, like a lot of even my pops, he a recovering addict, you know what I'm saying, ex alcoholic. Like I ain't want to be there. You feel me? Like I drink and smoke and whatever a little bit here and there, but like
Yeah,
doing something like lighting that pipe or tapping my arm or playing on my nose, like that's a different kind of.
man,
I don't want to have that much fun.
a different mentality. And like I seen it. I grew up around this shit. A lot of my family was hustlers. Like I ain't never really had no drug addicts or nothing in my family, but always was advanced to where I'm watching the movies. I always, like I say, movies groom a lot of shit too. Seeing the movies, New Jack City and
Mhm.
all that shit, all them crack movie Fresh and all that shit. I'm like, man, I don't never want to be no motherfucking crackhead. Because you see how they was talking to the crackheads and
Yeah,
slapping them up. Then you feel me? I done grew up in spots and been in spots and shit. I done seen fiends get slapped, beat up. They
man.
just had no respect for nobody that got high. So it's like, why would I want to get high for real? For nobody to respect
Real. And then the person who getting high only got no money. I want to be the dope man if I want to be
me?
anybody. I want to be the dope man. You feel me? Like growing up, that's all they look up to. Big homies, big ones who getting the money. They use the dope man. Like
Yeah.
this how it's supposed to go. You feel me? So nah, that's why I'm just so advocate about like how I ain't been in the streets the past few years. I've been slowly but surely changing myself and opening up my mind to more things, man. Because we can't keep doing the same thing. Somebody
Because
somewhere
the kids watching, bro. The
got
kids, the
cycle,
kids watching,
and like
and we in a worldwide war be against the influence versus what's reality. So like we will where reality is, and we got to fight to try to tap into the youth with the reality and not the influence because they on their phones all day. All they seeing is
all day.
they comparing. They doing a lot of comparing and not manifesting. So comparing with no manifestation is like disaster.
Yeah, and on top of it, they like you say, they don't even stand the real. When we was 15, 16 in high school and shit, like you had to be out here for your name to be known at 4, 5, 6 different high schools. Like people knew us because we was outside. We was really going to play.
Hell yeah, with no internet shit. You
You know
had
what
to
I'm saying?
be what whatever you are. If you a cool nigga or you a hooper or you a gambler, you feel me? This has to be you. And like that's what built my brand because I always been me. I'm gonna be a cool nigga, I'm gonna be fresh. I ain't trying to I'm showing everybody respect and it just grew. You feel me? It ain't I
Yeah,
don't try to be nothing else but you.
and I'm the same here, like me. Like yeah, I'm from that way, but at the same time, before I was from that way, or even got that way, I always was a smart nigga in
Yeah,
school. Had good
hell
grades,
yeah. I'm 100% pure
respect.
blood with all that shit, but I don't want a person to see that side of me because I don't want a person to categorize me or under that as oh he this hood clown he ain't like I want to be able to go and float in any room from corporate white people to where
Hmm.
I could be in a room with street niggas and killers and I could do it all. So like that's the best attribute that I do love about myself, that I got a hell of a balance to where I can go corporate and I could talk to the kids, but I could talk to niggas in the hood. I could talk to a white man. You feel me? I just got a good balance with that shit for real.
Yeah, that having that versatility is definitely major, especially in today's world. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from and how the world moving, have, like you say, having that balance in that background, man, it's definitely a helper. Because like, if you can make it in the D, especially coming from the era we came in, you can make it anywhere. Like the lamest nigga from our hood or your hood can go somewhere else and be a beast.
Yeah, most definitely. Because he about him, but he knows he a little skin tougher than everywhere else.
For real.
Because we got that guard up naturally. Like we was back to what we were saying. Like you gotta be like shit. Even if you don't want to be, you gotta be like, man, fucking hard nose through this bitch for real.
So look, B, I got a question for you. We on the Living Life and Learning podcast, man. What's some strong words of advice that you would give out as far as just living life and learning and going through your go through to get to where you at now? Something that'll stick with the people, man.
Like us, like like we kind of been referencing to the whole interview. Just don't quit. Don't quit. It's actually a couple of them. Like don't quit. Don't be afraid to fail, and just don't be afraid to start because the biggest step to entrepreneurship is just starting it. Like everybody wait for this time. Like sometimes you got to step out on faith. Like for a
Ain't no
minute, like this year I went back and worked the job, but and that's just because I just did it because it just made sense for me working at the school that I coach at. But for before then though, I ain't and not saying it ain't. I don't like people take it out of context when they say I never had no job for real, for real.
what beat me neither, bro. Look, I've been
You
working,
feel? But I don't like throwing that out there because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. But
but you gotta let them know. Like even with me, you gotta let them know. Like I've been in Atlanta since last May. What's this August? That's 9, so that's about 17 months, almost 2 years now. I've been working consistently. Now, prior to like the pandemic and shit like that, I had a little job here and there, but like consistently going to work every day, I ain't never did that. You feel me?
no, I never did it because it's just miserable to me. And like I say, it's no knock if that's what you like. Like, and don't get it wrong. I'm saying a job, not a career. A career is different. A career is something that you went to school and that you may want to do. And some people hate that. Don't get me wrong. But a job is considered something that's under $20 an hour. That's what a job is.
Hmm.
So a job is different because you're working to build somebody else up who's got the same brain as you. And that's my thing. Like one day would change my whole life. Be I was working at this fucking I was working at this place called damn, what the fuck was that shit called? Fisher Dynamics.
Hmm.
It's a plant in Sterling Heights. And one day they're like, yeah, we got a meeting, but all the motherfuckers up in the up in the company, they acting all mad and shit. So I'm like, I don't really care because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Feel me? I quit this
Right.
job, whatever. But we getting a meeting, right? So the dude get up there on the mic in front of all the people from the company, all the shifts in there. Yeah. They like on our ass, tell us like we slacking. So then they get into talking numbers. He say we had a bad year. We made 190 million. I said, get me out of here. This
Listen, bro.
mad at us. They mad at us. They done made 190 million. I said, man, get me. I said, this ain't the place for me.
That's the same thing with my job. Like, this is another reason why I've been going so hard lately on just what I'm supposed to be going hard on because I can't keep working my job forever. Like, due to the fact that I work for them and I live in their apartments, you feel me? It's almost like a catch 22. So I gotta just keep going through the motions till I.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do till you break. Like I never tell nobody don't stop crossing the T's and dotting the I's because you gotta survive. You feel me? Don't be an entrepreneur dummy. Don't take the entrepreneurship and quit your job and you gotta have a strong hustle that matches your salary of what you was making and
Yeah,
then a profit. So it's like I ain't never tell an entrepreneur. That's one thing about the entrepreneurship. Don't get it fucked up and quit your job and just think you could sell shirts or you could do what you do when you
it's not
go.
gonna happen.
Nah, hell no. You'll be living in a box or back with your mama.
For real. And see, that's the thing. Like with me, like I know that in order for me to maintain my sanity in my household right now on today's day, I gotta keep going to work. You
Yeah,
feel?
you got to. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the process, but I know this ain't the end result. I know that in the next couple it's gonna be something different. You feel me?
As
So
long as you putting deposits into yourself, like see you cold because you find imbalance to where you can still, keep everything in motion, but you still making deposits into yourself. So you may be working. I already know how you is. You probably doing You probably doing your 8, then you probably putting in 5 or 6 in yourself a day. So you overtime working. You feel me? So
especially lately. That's why I'm on here now. Like today was today my day off, but I'm on call. I had like 3, 4 calls this morning. I went and did the compactor, but the past couple of weeks I have been going through in my head just because I have a lot of bullshit going on with this, that, and the other. So I'm like, I just gotta clear my mind, reset, and refocus. Like I'm here for a reason. Like being a grown man about the shit. I signed up for this. This is what I'm here for. You feel me? I'm not in a position where I can be like, fuck y'all yet. So I gotta put this work in. You feel
yeah,
me?
you gotta be realistic. Shit, you can't be boo boo the fool.
Hell no. And nigga ain't going back to the D. You feel me?
And
I'm
what DMX say, Shorty can't eat no books.
real, man. Want to give a shout out to my guy B, man. Give him
Yeah,
a round
appreciate
of
it, bro.
applause, man.
Appreciate it.
Mr.
This my first interview too, so send it to me whenever you put your thing on it before. I mean, you put your twist on it.
Mr. Deli Cream, man. My guy B more. Let them know where they can follow you. I've been having it running on the screen all day, but just give them a little insight where they can follow you at, get the merch and all of that.
Yeah, my Instagram is _DE_LE_ Creme _ on Instagram. Then my website is delacreme est88.com. That's where you can get like a lot of the updates on a lot of stuff. It's the exclusive stuff I do drop for real, for real. I'm really transitioning over to the internet, so and you can find me at my private shop on East 19001 East 8 Mile in East Point, Monday through Sunday. Well, Monday through Saturday, 12 to 6. So I'll be up there most of the time now. So that's about the most ways you can contact me right now or get into if you was interested in shopping.
Bet. Once again, y'all, it's your boy BJ Langdon, man. We on the Entrepreneur Life Network, man, where we dream, believe, and achieve. Host of the Living Life and Learning podcast, man, where we talk to each other and we learn how to educate, elevate, and generate, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Entrepreneur Life Network on YouTube, Instagram, 2_ Entrepreneur Life, TikTok, 2_ Entrepreneur Life, Facebook, BJ Langdon. If you're on Facebook, join the Entrepreneur Life Network, man. We appreciate y'all. And when we out, man, one love, my dog.
Oh, for sure. So much love, my dog.